Come on.
Thanks. I just moved here, and it would be great to have someone like you show me around.
Well, you might get lucky.
That'd be nice, too. Danny.
Good morning. What's your game?
What do you mean?
All the calling, on the texting me, talking to me. I don't.
If I text you, it's because I want to talk to you.
Oh, I got you this time. Now look who's handcuffed now.
You haven't called me. You haven't texted me. Smoke signal.
All the things that you asked me not to do.
I don't like your way. Your way has too many rules. I just want to say what I want to say and do what I want to do. Getting to know you is the most important thing in the world to me right now. I didn't get it, but now I do. You got somebody here?
What up, man?
Asheville, North Carolina, welcome to the Asheville View. Today we have a local super duper star by the name of Trinity Whiteside, and he is on Tyler Perry's hit show, Sistas. Welcome, Trinity. Hello, Trinity.
Hey, how you doing?
Thank you for being here today. It means a lot to us here at the Asheville View.
It's a pleasure.
So, Trinity, I want to get into the good stuff, okay? We got to get into the good, juiciness. So, on the show, your character is Preston, a.k.a. Rodeo. And it is no secret that you play a hot cowboy. So, how do you get ready and prepared for these juicy scenes?
Oh man, it's a lot of mental preparation. Memorizing the lines and things of that nature, that's the easy part. Me and my scene partner, we do a lot of what we like to call the untold story, which is we kind of fill in the parts that the audience doesn't see. So for instance, Preston and Danny, they eat at night and that's the last thing you see, and then you see them wake up in the morning. So we like to develop what transpired between dinner that night and that morning. Did they watch a movie? Did they shower? Was there anything, sexual going on that night? And that kind of helps us develop where we are as far as mood and our romantic scenes and things of that nature.
So when I think about Tyler Perry's body of work, right? So I think about romance, I think about drama, I think about action, but something that really bleeds through is core family values to me. So I want to know, how do those core family values bleed over on working on his actual production set, and how it feels working there and not being the minority?
Right. Well, with Tyler, everything is family oriented. Everybody seems like family, from Tyler down to, the PAs and the assistants and things of that nature. Everybody is treated equally, and everybody treats you well. As far as the actors, they treat you like they would treat Tyler, and Tyler treats you like he would have someone treat him and things of that nature. So it's always great going into that atmosphere, knowing what you're going to get. And with Tyler, out of all the things and productions I've done, shows and movies, Tyler was the first director that once we got there for day one of filming, he started it with prayer, which is always something that sat well with me. And I've always remembered that, and I've had conversations with him regarding that. So that's something that meant a lot to me.
Amen, Tyler
Yes.
Perry, amen. So another question I have for you is, on the show you play, Preston is of European descent, but in real life you are biracial, African-American, European descent.
Right.
So when there are episodes where there's like racial tension, how do you work and navigate through that?
Well, I always tell people that if I could play Preston, who is, like you said, he's a Caucasian man. Not only is he Caucasian, he's not really experienced in African-American culture. So if I could play him, then I can play anyone, because this is something that I really can't relate to in my everyday life. Growing up, I always gravitated towards my father's side of the family, which is my African-American ethnicity. My friends, my own wife, is of African American, and so I kind of Tyler lets us kind of create our own character within the confines of how he's written it. So I kind of try and draw from an area of what would I do, what would my response be, what would be my reaction if I wasn't as experienced in African American ethnicity. So I kind of trying to react as if I have no knowledge whatsoever of what's going on in the scene as far as that goes.
Cool.
Yeah.
And another thing, I feel like a lot of people don't know, but Tyler Perry wrote this role specifically for you.
Yes, he did.
So how did that connection come about, and do you have advice for people who are just starting out acting?
Well, me and Tyler's relationship started as I was acting as an extra. I was small extra roles, just driving back and forth to Atlanta, and I ended up doing an extra role on a movie called Nobody's Fool. And the first day there, Tyler, he's giving direction. I'm standing there. I always went as an extra to learn simply through observation. I never tried to stand out. I never tried to draw attention to myself. And he's giving direction and he's telling people where to go. And this is day one. And he looks over and he sees me and he kind of does like a double take. And he calls me over and introduces himself. And he's like, "Hi, I'm Tyler Perry." And I'm like, "Really? You are?" And so I tell him my name. And he's like, "I hope you don't mind. I plan on using you a lot today. I want to put you in a bunch of scenes." And so I go through like 9 or 10 wardrobe changes, which is a lot for an extra. And the other extras are like, who is this guy? Is he a part of the movie and things of that nature? And so I do that. It was supposed to be one day. I come back home. They call me. They want me to come back. But I can't because I had a previous commitment. This is in April of 2018. So 2019, he's doing another film for Netflix, and I end up going down. And as soon as I walk on set, he remembers me by name.
Oh,
he's like,
was your heart beating? Were you like, "Oh snap"?
It wasn't that. It was kind of like a, "Oh wow," really.
Okay.
Like I made an impression on him because he's like, "Trinity, good to see you. Like you're good luck for me on my last film. I hope you're good luck for me on this one." And so we're talking the entire day. He's asking me what my dream is, things of that nature. The end of the day comes. He's about to leave. I stop him. I just tell him, "Don't forget the name Trinity Whiteside because I'm going to make it whether you know it or not."
Oh, okay.
And he tells me, yeah. And his response to that is, "I definitely won't forget you." And this is December of 2018. So February 2019 comes around and I get a call from an Atlanta number. I always call those because I always get a lot of bookings in that area. His assistant's like, "We want to invite you down. Tyler's doing the Medea play. He wants to invite you and your family down."
Oh, whoa. You met
So,
Medea?
yeah. And so I do go down. I go down. We have a great time. Tyler calls me the next day. He's like, "I hope you enjoyed the show. It was great having you down. You'll be hearing from me soon." Like, okay, great. It was. Thank you for inviting us. A couple months go by. It's Easter. I get a text. "Happy Easter. It's Tyler Perry." I'm like, "Oh, wow, happy Easter." And he's like, "Has anyone reached out to you about the audition?" I'm like, "No, I haven't heard from anyone." I'm like, "What audition? Let me go through my emails. Let me see what's going on." So I didn't. He's like, "Well, that should have happened. Let me get on it, get someone to reach out to you." And so it's about 30 minutes later, I get a bunch of emails. "Hey, we want to fly you down. Tyler's doing the show. The show is called The Oval." So initially, when I flew down, I auditioned for The Oval. It went well. I talked to Tyler. He's like, "You didn't get the part. It wasn't because of your performance. Your performance was great. It just so happens that the person we cast for your character's mother doesn't fit with you." And this is all at the airport. I haven't even made it back yet. And so I text him. I'm like, "Thank you for the opportunity. I'm sure we'll work together soon. God bless." This was maybe a Monday. Wednesday, he texts me. It's a screenshot of his computer where he's writing Sistas. And it's the introduction of the character of Preston. He's like, "Hey, I have this role. I think you'd be perfect for it. I want you to audition for it." And even though it was written for me, Tyler being the man he is, he doesn't just give things away. He wants people to earn them.
Work for it. Okay.
And so I still have to self-tape. He's like, "If you kill it," he's like, "It's one role, right? It's one episode right now. But if you kill it, it could turn into a lot more." So I self-tape. I send in the audition. By the end of season one episode turns into 6 episodes.
Wow.
So my character comes on, people love him instantly. So those 6 episodes in season 1 turned into series regular and a part of the show
Season 1,
throughout its
season
existence
2,
from
season
season 2,
3.
the rest of the way on, and the rest is history.
Wow, Trinity! Go Trinity! Yes. And another question I have for you, because this is like success, and it takes a village to make dreams come true. So is there anybody that you would like to say just thank you to, or that you appreciate for helping you get to this place?
Oh, if I started giving thanks, there are a lot of people I could thank. There are a lot of people responsible. The first person I'm always going to start with is my wife. My wife, she made all of this happen.
Yes, Ricky!
I was in the dental program at AB Tech,
Okay.
community college, and I'm going simply because I have a wife, I have a family, I have kids. I need a career. I need to be financially stable and able to provide. So I'm going, and I just come home one day and it's just like, I'm really just doing this just to have a job. I don't enjoy this at all. And my wife's like, what do you want to do? She's a nurse at the time. I'm like, I want to act. And I've always been drawn to acting, even as a kid. When I would play make-believe, if I was playing make-believe with other people and they weren't believable, I would rather do it by myself and play every part as opposed to have someone do it and they're not doing it right.
Okay.
So I always wanted to do that. She's like, well, let's do it. How do you want to do it? She starts putting things in place, looking things up, getting information. This is all within a 1-week span. She puts together like a biography, my pictures, and sends it out. And within a week, I am booked on BET's The Game.
Whoa. Honey, I need a Nikki in my life, child.
Yeah. Yes. So, if there's anyone that I would think is responsible for me being here, it would be her, definitely.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes.
So Trinity, thank you so much for being on the show. And how can our Asheville View community, how can they support you? Where can they find you? And what time does the show come on and air? Actually, this is perfect timing because the show comes back on this Wednesday night at 9 p.m. on BET. My Instagram is Trinity_Whiteside. Trinity_Whiteside TikTok, Trinity Whiteside Facebook, and he_man_82 is my Twitter. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Asheville View.